Lord, Lord, with my walk at.
The walk is in that drawer.
And what drawer?
Right there in front of you.
Oh. You gonna put that away? It's like I don't. It's all.
I didn't put it away. I just happened to see
It's
it.
kind of like I don't even live here.
We don't live here. I told you we just visiting.
Woo! It's what it is, y'all. You gonna get what you get. All right, let's get ready to get started. Welcome, everyone that is coming through. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. It is time for dinner. We're gonna do a very simple one. I was supposed to be doing a steak stir fry, but I'm gonna do beef and broccoli. Just decided to revise a little bit. That's all. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this thing into a thing. And welcome. So I guess we should start with the theme music, right? And then we'll.
We gotta get the book again.
Yeah, but the pastor been out all week, man. He got chill.
You're on vacation.
Say this one yesterday. Did you say this one?
I was going, remember mom had barbecue and something like that. Thank you. Marita James with 20 stars. There you go.
I feel like I'm supposed to be dancing in school. What's going on, fam? Good to have you here. Thank you for being here on all platforms, especially TikTok, especially Facebook, because that's where we're going live right now. If you're watching this as a replay, thank you for being here and thank you for watching again. We are going to ask you to share, because sharing is caring. It doesn't cost anything and it helps our platform. If you like what we do, make sure you are following us on all platforms. That's Cooking with Greens. Tap that screen if you're on TikTok, and of course share, like I said. We are going to be doing a very simple steak, like beef and broccoli. It's beef and broccoli. That's really what it is. Gonna make a brown sauce. It's super simple. We'll see how this goes today. I'm gonna get some rice on, but before we do that, let's do our cleansing breath. Our cleansing breath is an exercise that we do every day that allows us to just remember that we can release the stress whenever we feel like it. Like sometimes we have stress because we're holding on to it. It can come, but it also can pass. But sometimes we don't get past the letting it pass stage. So to do that, we are going to count to 3. We're going to inhale some cleansing breath through our nose. We're going to hold that for a second. Let it saturate your brain and attach to that negative energy, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to let all of that stress go at that time. All right, so let's do that. It takes a few seconds. Do it with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's inhale. Let's hold it for a sec, and let's let it all out. Let it go. If it's not building you, if it's not building you, don't need
Let it go.
shake it off. Sing in the background. I don't know if you hit the right note, but you still did it.
Then you hit it.
Let it go, let it go.
Wrong.
You know,
You don't know the words to nothing.
Anyhow. But you know I was serious because I pointed at the notes. When you close your eyes,
That's how you
know
do
what
it?
you're doing, right? So we're gonna see what the word for the day is, because the pastor left us without a word on the
Pastor's on vacation.
I don't know what pastor is pastoring about, but we're gonna see what's going on. So the word for the day, if you will, turn to me, with me, to the Cooking with Greens book, page teriyaki salmon, and the word speaks as thus, and it says, everybody and everything is not your assignment. That is why you are drained. Because everybody and everything is not your assignment. You don't have to be in it. It's not your problem. That's why you're drained all the time. You can close your Bible. We're over. All right.
The offering will be taken up in a few moments. Ushers, can you get the baskets, please?
Amen. If you feel that one, if you do, man.
Ushers will be around with the baskets. Come on with your nickels. Come on with your dimes.
All right, ladies and germs, we have some London broil that was thawed out today. My mommy took this out and made sure it was nice and thawed out today for us. You can use some skirt steak if you will. It's probably a little cheaper option, but we got this steak for $4. So we're gonna go ahead with the $4 steak. And all I'm gonna do is get me some very thin slices so it cooks fast and it's tender. I'm cutting across the grain, not with the grain, because you want the meat to be biteable. We want it to break down and be soft. So you want to cut against the grain, not with the grain. So I'm just doing little thin slices. You know, we're not trying to make a steak. It's going to cook very quickly. If I had some time home, I would have probably marinated this a little bit in our sauce, our brown sauce that we're going to make.
We took it out this morning and it was frozen.
It was frozen solid. So it's also good to to cut it when it's frozen. It makes it a lot easier to cut.
But as you can see with the Cooking with Greens knives,
but if you have some really good knives like ours,
it's still cutting like butter.
Yep. And I'm just cutting them like kind of thin, you know, not paper thin, but you know, thin enough to break down in the mouth when you chew it. And this is a pretty good cut of steak too.
Roberta said your Master Chef episode repeat is on now.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that
Go
again.
on and catch it. Go on and catch it, y'all.
Yeah.
Go on with yourself.
Yeah. Let me get this little gristly piece off of here. We don't want it, my friend.
Hey, Jana.
Get this.
We had a very slow day, Jana.
Yeah, it was slower than your day. Put it like that. If you know what I'm saying.
I spent most of the day helping Studio Kimber get stuff together.
Yeah, I worked on label issues on the computer. I literally spent hours on the computer today. But that was it. We talked to a few people who now know about Cooking with Greens. So if you actually are watching this live, thank you for coming through and walking through our shop and gracing it with your presence. For the few people who made some purchases, thank you also.
Yeah, so offering basket is still going around. Still going around.
Still going around. Always going around now.
The ushers will be taking your gum
Look.
if you are chewing. I used to be an usher, y'all.
The Cash App offering is $ Cooking with Greens. And just FYI, if you want to hit that one up too, you can. All right. Man, I'll just cut this piece up a little thin.
Thank y'all for coming to evening service. Appreciate you coming through.
So we got a nice thinly cut sirloin here. And it's really a sirloin like this doesn't have a lot of fat on it. So it's going to be a very lean cut. And it's gonna cook super fast. So boom, boom. That's what we got.
You running from the usher with gum in your mouth. Come in. Come in. I got my tissue. Come in. Give me that gum.
Set that aside.
I was a nice usher though. The kids loved me because I always had a little treat for the kids if they behaved in church. I was at church and go, Miss Anita, I was good today. I was like, yes, you was. I got a little treat for you. I had a little bag of candy.
You was what? You wasn't Miss Anita, was you?
Who was I?
Sister Anita.
Oh yeah, I was Sister Green. Sister Green, I was good this Sunday.
So we're gonna do our brown sauce. Very simple, y'all. We're gonna start with a little brown sugar on this. If you like beef and broccoli at an Asian place, this is a variation of that. You can change the recipe if you kind of decide you want it a little sweeter, if you want it a little tangier, you can do that, but this is a good base. So I'm gonna use about 1/4 cup of brown sugar, guys. About 1/2 cup of
I ain't seen you.
soy sauce, but in this case I'm gonna use liquid aminos. Because my sister can't do a lot of soy, so I'm gonna use.
Oh, your mother.
Or my mom.
And your wife shouldn't.
I'm gonna use a half a cup of liquid aminos, and I'm gonna use a half a cup of low sodium.
Luana, you was good in church today. I don't believe you.
I mean, a quarter and a quarter. That's what I should have said. So boom. Got that in there.
For those of you that went to church today, did y'all say a little prayer for us?
Say a little prayer for us. I'm gonna also put some beef broth in here. I'm gonna use about the same amount. I use a quarter cup. I mean a half a cup. I'm sorry. Beef broth. And you can use water. You don't have to use beef broth. You don't have to be fancy like me.
We want the flavor.
It's all about being a flavor town. So we make it a
They
nice
said
brown.
your shoes is hot.
Thank you. My buddy who runs the store Potted said I look like a brat doll. So you're not my
Thank you,
friend no more.
Luana.
You're not my friend no more. Gonna add about
Boy, I used to
three
love Snapple Apple.
tablespoons of
Cornstarch.
corn starch. 3 tablespoons
Hey, family.
of cornstarch, guys. And we're gonna have a little splash of some other stuff. Let me just do a little whisk while we getting it together here.
I made Chef Wallace's salmon cakes today. They was delicious. Okay, girl. Use that cookbook. Use it.
We're gonna get about a half a teaspoon of sesame oil. Use toasted sesame oil if you can.
I got it
just
from
don't happen to
Restaurant
have any
Depot,
toasted
Mary.
sesame. What happened?
She said we get such a big container of cornstarch from Restaurant Depot.
Yeah. Sesame oil, guys. We're gonna add about the same amount of apple cider vinegar.
They said what kind of beef was that?
That was top sirloin steak.
We got it for $4.
Somewhere around there.
$4.17.
A little bit of apple cider vinegar. We're gonna get some ginger. Guess what I do not have? I do not have fresh ginger. So we're gonna use some powdered ginger.
Brown ginger.
Yep, a little more. Boom, boom. Little ginger. And then last but not least, no, not last but not least, we're gonna add garlic because you need some garlic in there. About approximately 3 to 4 cloves. So I'm gonna guesstimate here, and I'm gonna say that's a big clove. I like big cloves of garlic, so 2, 3. We're gonna say about 3 cloves of garlic. It's gonna be very garlicky, guys. And last but not least, anytime we do a
Yes, Lumana, the steak will be tender. He cut it up really thin. It's not gonna cook for a long time.
anytime we do a little sweet with a little savory, we like a little bit of heat. So we're gonna add some red pepper flakes, guys. Just a little bit. They can always add more heat if they want to.
Oh, they not.
They're not.
You know Mama Green ain't not.
Boom. We're gonna give it a little whiskey whisk and set that aside. Boom. All right. Now we got a head of broccoli. We're gonna go ahead and rinse this bad boy off
You get the rice on some.
and cut those florets. I meant to do that first. My brain was saying that it was already on. So let me do my rice first. Thank you, baby, for reminding me. I'll be sitting here waiting for the rice. The rice is pretty fast though. We need more than 2 cups.
2 cups should be enough.
2 cups. So 1 cup equals 2 cups. So I'll do 1 cup of rice. So
No, you need 2 cups.
4 cups of rice.
Yeah, because you know Mom and April will eat it tomorrow.
We'll eat it tomorrow for breakfast. So we're gonna add 1, 2 dry cups of basmati rice. This is our lower GI basmati rice.
Turn it around.
I'm gonna turn it around so that I get this top on. Boom. This is usually the brand we use, Locksme. Lower GI means lower glycemic index, which means less sugar. So if you're watching your sugar, this is a great rice. It does not taste any differently than any other basmati rice, okay? So boom, we're gonna throw that here. And put this back. We're gonna double up our liquid So we got 2 cups of rice. We're gonna add 2 cups of water. You can put broth. Just this time, because I'm being fancy, I'm gonna put beef broth in there. You do not have to do this, but it will add more flavor to your thing. And your thing. We're gonna add some beef broth. We're gonna add double the beef broth. How about that? 2 cups of rice to 2 cups of beef broth. 4 cups of beef broth. I'm gonna have to add a little bit. That took a bit out. And I will finish that off with a little chicken broth.
Okay.
Go.
Just Tracy said, I love those slacks, Mr. D. Very stylish.
I dressed myself today, y'all. I don't even know if y'all know
He
that.
did.
No adult help at all.
I was trying to match him, but
No adult
I come
help at
close.
all.
I mean, I have on tan like he does, but
You gotta get better. You gotta do better, baby.
I gotta do better.
You gotta do better.
I'll try harder
You
tomorrow.
gotta do better. So, we're gonna throw that right in there. I know y'all like, my mama didn't make it like that. She usually boils the water first and throws the right. Look, just trust me on this, okay? Gonna add a little bit of that. Not only are we gonna add that, we're gonna add a tablespoon of, this is plant-based butter, but we're gonna add a tablespoon of butter per cup of rice. So about 2 tablespoons. Get one, boom, give or take. Throw that right in there just like that. Ain't doing nothing special to it. Not throwing the top on it. I'm just gonna let it come to a boil. So we're gonna go ahead and turn
Kelly
it
said, I
on.
boil my potatoes and chicken broth. So much flavor. Yeah, sorry, you
So
can chicken
much-
broth instead of water, y'all.
So much
Your
of
dish
flavor.
will
So much of
completely
flavor.
change.
Absolutely. So now we're gonna, now that we rinsed off our broccoli already, we're gonna go ahead and get those florets off. Cause don't nobody like eating the hard stalk. In most cases.
Watching you on TV tonight. Yes.
Okay, cool. You watching me? Thank you. I'm gonna have to watch that
Hi,
again.
April Hatcher.
I know her. Oh, I grew up with her.
Did you?
I grew up with that girl.
So you have some stories to
I
tell.
got some girl, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. I know she was a songwriter since she was like about 4.
Oh, yes, honey.
She used to write songs about her baby dolls. Oh, Lord. Y'all don't even understand the household that we lived in.
Somebody said they saw you on TV.
Thank you. And thank you for following us. If that's why you following us, because you see me on TV. You can look, if you want to see more of me, we have a shop downtown.
Hey, JB.
JB in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, Bishop? How you
We ain't seen him in
been?
1,000 years. I see he popped in the other night.
Did he?
Yeah, he popped in the other night because I remember saying the same thing.
Oh,
JB, where you been, man?
JB.
We getting our little pieces of broccoli florets. I'm just kind of dividing them up a bit. You can just break them off too from the stem, but who got time for that? So I'm
Everybody got time for that.
Everybody got time for that. So I'll do that. Yeah, I'm losing a couple of seeds, but I'll be all right. Seed pods.
You can go
Broccoli.
on our website. We have free recipes up there.
Absolutely.
You probably can find a banana pudding recipe there.
I have a great banana pudding recipe there. I think I have one that is a quick banana pudding, which is the only way I do it now. And then I have the traditional way, where you make the custard and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we have both. So, boom, boom, boom. I like where that is. We're gonna go ahead and get our wok on, guys. Got that going, which is nice. Gonna grab my wok.
That's right, Mary. So you better buy the recipe book.
Gonna get our wok on. We're gonna add a little bit of oil,
Hey,
guys.
TikTok family.
So just to stay on theme, I am gonna hit this off with a little of our sesame oil, and then I'm gonna put grapeseed oil, I think, or
Thank you,
avocado oil.
Stephanie.
Baba bomb, just a little flavor.
50 stars.
Just a little flavor in that oil. And we're gonna use some
Hey,
avocado oil. A little avocado oil, that's all. A little bit, right? And I'm gonna throw my broccoli in here and give it a little cook. And I'm gonna take that off, all right? And we're gonna hit
Back up
that,
so y'all can see.
get that steak off.
Hit a That oil splattered on the wine.
You know it did. You know it did.
I heard her busy self.
All right.
Little olive oil.
A little bit. Trying to put everything back where I got it from.
Appreciate it. That's what I gotta do.
Or me.
What is that oil made of? What oil?
Avocado oil? You never heard of
It's
that?
avocado, y'all. It's avocado.
You ain't never had an avocado before?
He acting up, y'all, as usual. Per Derek.
Little avocado oil, that's all. Letting that do its thing. I mean, if you want to be real fancy, throw a little herbs in there, a little
That's what I
pinch of
did
salt.
yesterday. That's what I did yesterday.
Best-
Mommy
best
loved
right
my
there.
rice yesterday.
If you one of them people that don't care about your salt intake, put a little bouillon in there too.
But I didn't cook mine in broth. I cooked it
Chicken
in
or beef
water.
bouillon in there. Put it right on in there.
I used water for my rice yesterday.
Water for your rice.
It's already starting to boil, honey.
I'm gonna turn it all the way down now. Woo. So when it comes to the boil, like Nita reminded me, roll and boil, then you cut it all the way down to your lowest setting. Let that thing do what this thing does, and you're gonna have perfect rice. See, I ain't get in there and start mixing it around, doing no fancy. No, we're not
Didn't
doing
even put a
that,
lid
right?
on.
It's gonna get a little cook, a little toast on that. You still want it raw. You still want a nice little bite on there. Letting the oil do its thing, you know, letting the heat do its thing. This is gonna be good, simple, quick.
Yeah,
easy, all
they
that
gave.
stuff.
I'm not supposed to say that. It was a problem with the cheese that he received.
Like I answer when people say, well, maybe you shouldn't have made that. Some things are not under your control.
They don't grocery shop for themselves. Good night, Miss Bessie. Thank you for coming by.
Drop one fine.
We appreciate
I knew I was gonna
you,
drop something
sweetheart.
before the day was over. Okay. Little bit of brown bits on this. Didn't want too much of a cook on it, just a little toast on that. Gonna turn that off. We're gonna slide these bad boys out. Boom. Now we're ready for our steak. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some grapeseed
You
oil.
fill up the
I guess.
pan. You should have been in the pan. A little
A little
crazy.
oil in here. And a little more. We're gonna get a little heat back on here.
Hey, Ed. Miss Ebony Fillmore with your pretty
Well,
chocolate
Ebony,
stuff.
when you coming back to visit us again?
I know, Ed. You gotta come and stay longer.
And we're gonna start putting our steak in, guys. Got that
Who's
steak
that?
that we cut nice and thin. It's gonna cook fast.
Hey, Tammy Glover.
Woo, this thing's spitting at me.
Yeah, I hear it.
Turn it down a teeny bit.
Oh, you want some? Girl, I will make you some liver and onions. I sure will, Ed.
Not a lot, a very lean cut of meat. So that's the other reason why I added some fat by adding oil. We are using our Cooking with Greens non-stick stainless steel wok. We also have pans. You can get them on our website, cookingwithgreensfamily.com. Okay? If you want a lifetime great quality pan.
Hey, fam. It's a 5-second rule. You should pick it up.
I should have. It's in the trash now. It's been in the trash more than 5 seconds. I should have did the 5-second rule, picked it up, rinsed it off, everything. kiss it up to God, whatever
Exactly,
you
like
do.
you did when you were a little kid.
Whatever you do. So right now we're just cooking the browning the steak, guys. And again, it's not going to take a long time. Again, you don't want to cook it a long time, but you want it still to be bite tender.
Stephanie said it smells good.
It doesn't really, and I haven't, you see I didn't add really any seasonings or anything to this thing. I usually do. I'm just trying to show you a very simple way to do this. I'm probably going to season it with a teeny bit of our onion black pepper, and that may be it. Now I'm going to see what the salt is near the end. A lot of times I like to season near the end because you can't unseason a thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all watching Derek on Channel 5 right now?
Thank you all. Y'all root for me, please.
We on
I'm on
two
this
places
season
at the
Master
same
Chef.
time, y'all.
Look at that. I'm on this season Master Chef. Question is, will Derek return? Will he be back on next season Master Chef? The world may never know.
Woo.
The world may never know. I'm gonna get a little brown on that thing. I'm gonna start adding our broccoli back in there, cook that, and then we're gonna finish everything with our sauce. And before you know it, we're gonna have a better than Asian takeout version of beef and broccoli. And I know a lot of you guys love this beef and broccoli. That's one of their popular menu items.
Yeah, every time you can watch it on Hulu.
You watch on Hulu. I think a few people have downloaded it and uploaded it to YouTube. I don't think Fox has, but I've seen a few episodes on YouTube. So if you Google MasterChef season 14 baby boomer tryouts, I guess. I don't know what it'd be
It's called
called.
Generations.
Yeah, I said season 14 Generations baby boomers tryouts. You probably will find it. Okay, let's add our broccoli back in here, guys.
Hey, Randy.
There we go.
You don't need that to pour back in there? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry?
I mean, just thinking.
I didn't hear what you said.
I see you don't need the bowl to pour it back inside there. I guess you don't leave it in the water.
I mean, I could. Want to get some of that sauce and juices from the meat kind of absorb a bit. And then we're going to whisk in our sauce.
Oh, did you just see it on Tubi? Really?
I'm sorry?
You just see
Tubi,
it on
you can see it?
Tubi.
Tubi, I'm going to have a different way of going. You know that. You know how Tubi do. You're like, what? Boom. I'm going to simmer down now. Do its thing. The sauce should thicken up because of the cornstarch. If it is too thick, you can put a splash of that beef broth in there. If it is not thick enough, you can add a little more slurry. I'm going to see what my measurements do on this end here. And then we're going to finish that bad boy out.
No, the girls went back home.
Yeah.
Aunt Katie's
Rice
doing
is ricing.
fine. I just checked on her the
Yeah,
day
we see
after work.
Aunt Katie right before the
I
live.
picked up a chair for her because she needed a chair with arms so she can get up and down easier.
Right.
So I dropped that off for her today and fixed her mattress and moved some things around. But she's doing good.
Went and got some money
They
orders.
said
for
need
her.
some onions.
It does need some onions. I started to do that, but then I was like, when I beef and broccoli from the Asian place, they don't have onions here. Now, I love onions.
Mm-hmm.
And we could definitely put onions in here. It ain't gonna hurt nobody if I put onions in. I promise you
Ain't
that.
gonna hurt nobody.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Turn it off a little bit. We want that to thicken up. We want that cornstarch to activate. We want a little less watery
Oh,
sauce.
Jamie said she would like a little onions in it.
I hear you, Janet. I got you covered. You know that. I got you, Janet. A little
They
bit of
said you can
thickening
watch
here.
all the MasterChef episodes on Tubi. I didn't know that.
And I know that. I know it was on Hulu.
I don't think I've ever watched Tubi.
Nah, I've seen clips of people's random stuff. Like,
Yeah.
look how the man hairstyle just changed from one scene to the next. That's the funny part for me. Because I think it feel like Tubi, anybody can make a movie and then upload it.
People like, put some onions in it, put some scallions in it, put onions in it.
You can.
It's your kitchen. Who gonna stop you, boo?
Who won't stop?
We are just a template to show y'all what can be done.
That sauce is thickening up a bit now, y'all.
So, Dorothy, can we get a couple of slivers of onions?
All right, okay, friends. Hold
Good night,
on.
Miss Sabrina. Have a wonderful night. Be
We're gonna add a
safe.
little bit of onions because y'all are asking so nicely. How about
They
that?
did. They asked very nicely.
If they add that, I'm gonna cut them super thin so I can get a little bit of cook on it.
Right.
Right now, I can always put it in another pan if I wanted to, but I ain't trying to pull another pan out now. I guess I don't have any leftover onions, so.
It's on Fox. You was rooting for Derek? Oh, thank y'all.
Thank you all.
We don't have any peppers, y'all. We
No, this ain't pepper steak, y'all. Come on now. This ain't no
We
pepper
got
steak.
rice cooking over there, Penny.
Yep, got rice coming. This ain't no pepper steak. Okay, wait, knife right here. Oh, I got a whole right here. I don't have to use that. Got a whole cutboard right here. Okay, dope. Get a little bit of onion, y'all, just because you asked nicely. Boom. One side. And we're gonna peel.
We have yellow rice with my homemade pepper steak. Okay, Miss Tyler.
Yeah, pepper steak is a different story now. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
I would have
that's
needed some peppers in there.
It's garlic
that.
in there, Miss Kumana. You put 3 heaping spoonfuls of garlic in there. Dorothy said, yes, that's going to be a thing.
And look, and I'm okay with the onions being at this level. I'm gonna cut them thin, so a little bit of cook will do a little bit. They don't have to be broken all the way down. I'm alright with that.
Sing it, move back. Tell me your eyes watering from the onions.
You need a better knife then.
Come on, Tammy, come get your plate, girl.
You see, I'm always
But
like,
we got steak, and April loses her mind when we have steak, so you're
you
gonna
know
have
I'm
to
always
fight.
right over the knife when I'm cutting. So you know our knives are sharp. When you pressing down on them onions, yeah, you're gonna release some oils and things. Try to see if we can get a bit of a cook on here. Yo, love the onions, bro. Putting the onions on late as heck.
It's gonna be all right. Get out the pan, Luanu. Leticia, can you get her? Just please. Put her
I
in
got
the
it on
corner.
low cook right now, guys.
You might have acted good in church, but you ain't being good right now. Get her, Leticia. Put her in the corner.
That's a very oniony one. Very oniony broccoli
I ain't complaining.
and beef. Usually not that oniony, especially if you're not breaking the onions down as much.
Why is someone the dishwasher on?
What's the wash machine? No, it is the dishwasher. Because it's on. But it was on before we got here. All right, guys. I think we got a thing.
She's not listening.
I think we got a thing. I'm gonna let that
We was waiting
sit
for
here on the
rice.
low. And my rice is almost there. I got the temp on here at 140. It'll be equivalent to a low on your regular stove. Let me check my rice. You looking right on the top. I think there's a little liquid in there still. Let me just double check.
It says smell delicious.
Yeah, still a bit of liquid in there. I'm gonna let it do its thing. But that came together super simple, guys. A nice beef and broccoli. Look at that. Look. Oh my gosh. I know that salsa sauce. Let me taste that. I didn't even check it out. Check it out.
You were the corner cutting up.
Let's get a little of that beef, a little bit of that broccoli. You know what? A little bit of that onion is kind of almost cooked. I think that's gonna be a good thing. Oh Lord! A little salt. This is good though.
Don't put too much there. You know how your mom is. He didn't do soy sauce. Yes, you did a little soy
Yeah,
sauce.
I use liquid aminos and a very small bit of sauce, of low sodium sauce. I'm not even gonna say I'll season ours because it's got a lot of seasoning in there already, without even using any seasoning. So I'll put a little bit of pinch of salt and a little pinch of black pepper for it. But that thing is the thing.
Luana said dropped off the fork because she wanted some.
Oh, is that why? Now we know. We're just waiting on our beef rice. I just made the name up for it. Beef rice still got a little time, y'all. You about to have a whole thing, so I can clean this up real quick. While you talk to your little friends.
Oh, hey, little friends. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for following. I wish I could invite you on, but I don't want to lose it. But thank y'all for being on TikTok and tapping that screen. Thank y'all for the stars. And if you send a cash out, thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone who came through the High Street Festival and supported us by purchasing, or came by and just looked at it and grabbed the cards and said, I'm gonna follow y'all. So I appreciate that. Yesterday was an interesting day. It was hot as Hades.
Dorothy, you need to do that. She said she's gonna move next door and just come over for dinner.
Let's go, Dorothy. You know we always got leftovers, and Daryl ain't been over for a second. We've been over his house more than he's been over ours lately. Definitely. I'm just waiting on the rice, guys.
He texted me earlier and asked me what we was having for dinner, and I told him. He said, well, he was coming over.
Oh, he might pop over. You know him. Sometimes he come over a little late, but he get here. Because I already have stuff in the dishwasher. I'm gonna go ahead and knock these little bit of dishes out.
I don't know what it could be.
Huh?
Mom
Mom and them was cooking. You know we don't live here.
Yeah, we are. We visit.
And they've been cleaning up lately, so who knows? They might have found something that needs to be cleaned.
You'll drive us over to Daryl's too. Okay, Dorothy. He the one with the leftovers.
Absolutely, yep.
They said Derek put the onion in the fridge without wrapping it up.
I did. Y'all don't be so nosy. Yeah, your little friends are nosy. And they snitches.
And they tap tails.
And they snitches. They about to get stitches. You know, snitches get stitches. For real, for real. Snitches definitely get some
You
stitches.
sure telling on you. Hey, Monica. Hey, John.